Did you ever actually do this in any phases, or was it more of a choice that you would run GH primarily in prep versus the off season?
Well, if I had to choose where I believe it's more important, 100% pre-contest. But there were times I went back and forth. There were years where I ran it year round, and then there were also years where I didn't touch it until pre-contest. The year I was my absolute biggest and strongest, I was well over 300 pounds. That was just running test and DECA. I was doing 250 a test and 200 of DECA every other day. So some weeks that was 4 times a week. So that would be 1,000 a test and 800 a DECA. And then the following week, it'd be 750 a test and 600 a DECA. But it was just those 2 compounds. And I mean, I was big as all hell and strong and no growth hormone and no other compounds.
Do you know Joe Palacios?
No.
He became kind of a talk in bodybuilding, in the bodybuilding industry this last year, because he went from not placing well at all the year before to like blowing up even more in size and placing second at the Texas Pro, I believe, this year. Second to Jordan Hutchinson. Joe's been on freaking Bro Chat with Fuad and stuff for like the last 3 podcasts or so recently, so which has been fucking hilarious. But Joe has blown up in the last 3 years. 3 to 5 years, like blown the fuck up. And the most interesting thing he told me on our podcast together was the biggest gains, the year he made the biggest gains, which was about 20 pounds. He did run insulin throughout that year, but he had run out of GH and couldn't get a hold of it again for almost the entire time. And so he just wasn't running GH the entire time. And it's just so interesting to hear because, you know, like classic old school bodybuilding.
Bro,
you know what they say.
Look at those dudes. Those dudes from the 90s, dude, you couldn't sniff growth hormone back then. It was so stupid expensive. Dude, you don't need growth hormone to get big. I think sometimes the way it fucks with your insulin sensitivity, it almost messes things up. I've got to the point where in my off seasons, I felt like I grew better without it.